What did the president know, and when did he know it?
There's the president waving goodbye, and you hear the applause.
Sock it to me.
Good morning. Welcome to the Howdy Boomy podcast. Today is Monday, first day of the week, March the 4th. Closing in on St. Patrick's Day, closing in on Easter Sunday. Today I'm just going to start with a couple of bullet points, stuff that we're going to discuss all week. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but I want to give you something to think about. Going back to the days of Watergate, I remember Woodward and Bernstein, two reporters from the Washington Times, Washington Post, went after the Nixon administration. They broke into the Democratic headquarters looking for dirt that they may have on various candidates, afraid that Richard Nixon was going to lose the White House. That was the beginning of what you would call a tremendous journalistic feat in the United States, because Woodward and Bernstein kept up with it and found out all the bad actors, from Haldeman and Ehrlichman to the president himself, who wound up resigning. That was journalism. Journalists were held in high regard. Take a look at what's going on today. Where are journalists today? You have a constant war on Donald Trump. Constant. Both by the Democratic Party and by the mainstream press. Hunter Biden has just testified before the House Congressional Committee, and the press is treating him as though he's, a poor drug-addicted son who loves his father, and there was really anything he did bad was unintentional. And what a bunch of crap that is, because they're painting this picture that is totally false. I would just ask a couple of questions of Hunter Biden. Number one, what's the family business? And number two, why do you have 15 dummy corporations? See what the answers are. The press will never answer that. If they went after Hunter Biden and the Biden cabal as vociferously as they're going to Donald Trump and his family, we would find out the truth. But they're not. And you wonder, the editor of the newspaper in your town, ask him, do you hate this country that much that you can't stand freedom, you can't stand the truth? Do you look around in this country and see what's going on, and you're protecting it? A Supreme Court, I forgot what state it was, ruled that in order for you to vote in that state, you have to prove that you're a resident and a United States citizen. Which sort of makes sense. Our Attorney General said that he's doubling up on the amount of people in the Department of Justice to go after that ruling and any ruling like it. Now think about that. Your own Attorney General goes after a ruling that says in order to vote, you have to prove that you're a citizen of this country, a resident. Which just makes sense. But he's going to go after it. We have 10 million illegal aliens flow into this country under the Biden administration. Prove you're a citizen? He's going after that. 10 million illegals? An election coming up? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think the Democratic Party is going to try to do? Mail-in ballots? Various voting days? You watch and see what happens. There's a method behind the madness. I just wonder, when I saw Biden down at the border, and Biden and Trump were down there the same day, and Biden scheduled an appointment down there because he knew Trump was going to be down there. And Biden did absolutely nothing. Zero. Nothing. He just walked around. It was a photo op. He walked in an area where there's no illegals crossing. He might as well have been in Dubuque, Iowa. There was nobody there. A photo op. I went down to the border. Take a look what's going on in the country with the illegal aliens, the attack on the oil companies, seemingly everything anti-American, telling Israel you got to cease fire. Let Israel go after Hamas, the murderers, like you are in the American press is going after Donald Trump. My question is, who is the man behind the curtain? Who are the people behind the curtain running this country? It's not Joe Biden. If you have an IQ higher than a pipe wrench, you can see when he speaks in public and he has to have cards on everything. He's not running this country. If you take a look at his entire record, what's happening now with the policies that are going out don't make sense on what he stood for. I know he's vindictive. He wants power. The people around him want power. They'll do anything to keep the power. My question is, who is running this country? Because it's not Joe Biden. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on the Howdy Boomy channel on YouTube every day. Trailers all across social media. Get out and vote. We'll make this country great again. Again. Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, whatever your standing is, in order to participate in the discussion, vote. Go out and vote. See you tomorrow. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.